So let's say that we want to bring subtools into an existing model, in this case a pair of eyeballs. What I will need to do is, first off, I need a sphere to use as an eyeball. Generally, I avoid ever using the Sphere 3D tool here under 3D Meshes. So what I will do is I'll go to the light box and I will double-click Polysphere, which simply just adds a new polysphere to my tool palette. It looks like it's replaced the model that we're working on. All I need to do is select my model again, and that is now the active mesh. Now, if I want to add eyeballs to this mesh, I'll simply go to Subtool, and then click Append. Append will open up the tool palette, and here you can see the polysphere. I'll select that, and it appends it to the end of the list now as a subtool. I will click that to make it the active subtool, and then use Transpose Move to move that eyeball over. I will now use Transpose Scale to scale it down, and then use Transpose Move again to move it into position. I might do a little bit more scaling up here. There we go. Now I've got a single eyeball placed. However, I need two eyeballs. So the easiest way to deal with this is to go to Z Plugin, Subtool Master, and we've got a whole series of plugins here that are available to act on individual subtools. So here I've got Mirror. If I click Mirror, it gives me the option to merge into one subtool across the x-axis. So what this means is my two eyeballs will merge together into one, and I will do it across the x-axis. So I'll just keep the default settings and click OK. Now that's merged two eyeballs across the x-axis and given me that nice subtool for the eyeballs. Now, if you want to give a little sense of gaze to your eyes, this is a neat trick. Go to your standard brush, go to the drag rectangle stroke, and then select something like Alpha 06. We'll turn the focal shift way down. Snap to a front view. Make sure X symmetry is turned on, and then we will just click and drag, and that gives us a nice corneal bulge on our eyeballs. So that's a really nice way to give a sense of gaze without having to go in and paint an eye there, or get too fancy by putting, trying to put a pupil and an iris in there. Sometimes just the corneal bulge is enough to give you a sense of gaze as you're working on the character.